That was probably the most safest looking pile driver I have ever seen in wrestling history. But the way that it was done to further prolong the storyline of Kevin Owens and Randy Orton, that was perfectly done and very strategic in putting Randy Orton out of action, writing him off for a couple weeks, maybe a month. But I'm predicting Randy Orton will be back for Survivor Series and face Kevin Owens. But this pile driver spot was very unexpected and pretty much bastardized in the WWE for a very long time. But in other promotions, you see other wrestlers doing the pile driver, especially in AEW. And when it comes to AEW, they overdo the pile driver like crazy. And it's overdone and it's just repetitive, just like the amount of blood that we get in the AEW matches. And there's no real storyline significance to even bring out that move when it comes to All Elite Wrestling. And if someone's going to hit you with a pile driver, you would think that would be the end of the match, right? Let's not insult the intelligence of the audience watching, because a pile driver is one of those moves. Realistically speaking, you're falling on your head. You're conveying to the audience that this is a move. You're driving another man's head down to the mat. Okay, that can cause a lot of significant damage to the head and the neck. And with Randy Orton having neck problems and back issues, this was very accurate, right? This was, in right standing with his past injuries, and just only sold on the audience that Randy Orton, his career could be in jeopardy from that pile driver. And now it falls in lines with Triple H and him saying that I'm only protecting you from Kevin Owens. And look what happened. Randy Orton, went face to face with Kevin Owens at Crown Jewel. He got put through a table. Then on SmackDown, he called him out. Owens got the better of him again. And Kevin Owens went face to face with Orton. He didn't back down like a little bitch, but kicked him in the nutsack and then hit the pile driver. But the whole purpose of doing that pile driver was to enhance the story, to enhance this blood feud between Orton and Owens. And here's the interesting thing about this. Randy Orton or Kevin Owens never once made it about one another's family. There's no personal beef here in terms of, oh yeah, I'm going to your house to intimidate your wife and your kid. Or I'm going to burn down your house, right? Or I'm talking crap about your wife. Ain't none of that. This is strictly a pro wrestling feud that is, it's going to be successful with the audience and people are going to remember it. This is a type of feud that Orton and Owens this is the type of feud that they need to be in. No title. It's just strictly business. I'm here to whoop your ass for you betraying me, taking Cody's side and not my side, And I like seeing Kevin Owens being that unhinged, unpredictable bad guy, because that fits him so well. Like, he can play a good babyface and a good heel, right? And I think this attack, this pile driver spot, is only going to send Randy Orton back into a frenzy, back to his old, evil, sadistic ways that he hasn't tapped back into since coming back at Survivor Series. And I think this is only going to pretty much kickstart the eventual heel turn of Randy Orton. And this is only going to lead Orton to betraying Cody. So I thought that pile driver spot was beautifully done, and everybody sold it well. And that's a move for now on. Whenever a wrestler hits another wrestler with that move, they go into the hospital. They go into a medical facility. But AEW and All Elite Wrestling, you hit a pile driver. You know, Bryan Danielson hits Jon Moxley with a pile driver. Oh, it's a kick out at 2. It's a false finish. No, that should be the end of the match. Look back at Owen Hart and Stone Cold Steve Austin. The pile driver that Owen hit on Stone Cold, that took years off his career. That almost ended the man's career, and his career had to be cut short because of that pile driver. So the WWE knows how to sell the dangerous effect of the pile driver. But for some reason, AEW, Tony Khan, they don't understand that concept. That a pile driver is supposed to be dangerous to the human body, and whoever hits that move on their opponent, they will lose the match. And that should be the end of the match.